What's up? I'm Riley Kraft.
And I'm Ryan Thurber, and you're watching the Rivalry Report, where we've got all your big Beckham and Wando sports coverage.
On today's show, we talk volleyball and the aftermath of the football game that the whole town was eyeing, Wando versus Lucy Beckham. And it all starts right now.
Welcome to Rivalry Report. I'm Ryan Thurber from Lucy Beckham High School.
And I'm Riley Kraft from Wando High School. On today's episode, we start with discussing playoffs for both girls and boys volleyball.
Both Lucy Beckham and Wando's girls and boys programs were strong contenders for the state title. Let's take a look at how this played out on the men's side. The Beckham boys volleyball team was on fire leading in the state finals. The Bengals beat both St. James and Saukesty in straight sets, capping off an 8-game win streak leading in the state finals. The Bengals headed into the title match with a 28-4-1 record. Their opponent in the championship, Indian Land. The Bengals started off rough by dropping the first set 20-25 to the Warriors. They rebounded back and won the next set 25-23. They fell once again 22-25. Fourth set, the Bengals prevailed 25-14. They dominated the fifth set 15-8. With that, they brought a second boys state championship to Lucy Beckham. Grayson Irvin was able to secure a championship MVP, ending with 143 kills on the year.
Over at Wando, the boys team would take on Somerville again for the first round. For the most part, this game was no issue for the Warriors. Wando would sweep the Green Wave in 3 sets, which would take them over to Carolina Forest for round 2. In this round 2 matchup, the narrative was a little different. Taking on a very strong Carolina Forest, this game was expected to be a close one, and that it was. In an intense back-and-forth game with Wando and Carolina Forest trading off set victories, this one went all the way to the 5th set, the Warriors coming out on top. This would make them lower state champions, which takes us into Saturday when Wando competed for the state title against the top-ranked team in the nation, Dorman. The Warriors headed to AC Flora to play a dominant Dorman High School that no team has been able to win a set against all year. Wando wasn't able to defeat the Cavaliers, losing 0-3 in a competitive 3-set match. However, this season would be one for the history books for the Warriors. They were region co-champs, district champions, lower state champions for the first time in school history, and would end the season 24-4. All region players Cal Potter and Parker Duell were major components of the success of this team. And Wando's senior outside hitter Hunter Reed earned Region Player of the Year.
Speaking of high-performing teams, let's take a look at the Beckham girls volleyball team. The team kicked off their playoffs in a game against the team led by Jolie Trudeau. Mia Wave Nelson was able to outplay them off the bat. They took the W in 3 straight sets, 25-12, 25-9, and 25-14. The only time that Chapin cut it close was in the last set. The two teams traded shots until Beckham hit 14 points. From there, they dominated the rest of the set. They look towards their lower state game against North Myrtle Beach on Tuesday. So Riley, how are the Warriors doing?
Well, Ryan, Wando took on the Fort Dorchester Patriots at home this past Tuesday. Set 1 began with a lot of back-and-forth action between the two teams. Tied at 6-6 early on, Wando was eventually able to pull away from them with a 25-13 Set 1 win. Set 2 was a little closer in score, but Fort Dorchester was unable to ever gain the lead over Wando in this set. The Warriors would take Set 2 25-16. Set 3 was a Wando show. Beginning at 4-0, they gained a large lead over the Patriots. Wando was able to easily win Set 3 25-12, which would give the Warriors a 3-0 sweep for round 1. Addison Krieger, Lauren Clements, and Violet Poole would be major parts of this win for Wando. On to round 2, Wando would get another home game, facing the West Ashley Wildcats. This match was no problem for the Warriors. They swept West Ashley in 3 straight sets, only allowing 14 points in Set 1 and 2 and 11 in Set 3. This win means Wando has once again advanced to the lower state finals, which they will get to play at their own house. We will update you on the results of that match next episode. But for now, let's talk football. November 1st at District 2 Stadium, Wando and Lucy Beckham played for the 3rd year. This game was tight the entire time and there wasn't much offense. First quarter was scoreless. Wando being the first to answer in the second quarter, a huge 30-yard gain from Harris Stone to Harris Beck would put Wando in great scoring position. Shortly after, Mikey Jenkins would take it in for a 2-yard touchdown run, putting the Warriors up 7-0. Lucy Beckham would take the rest of the second quarter to answer, but would score with little time remaining. Sending the game off tied at halftime, third quarter was completely dry of offense, but fourth quarter would be huge for Wando. A 37-yard field goal drilled by Jake Houston would end up sealing the game for the Warriors. Wando would take this one 10-7, making it the first time Wando has beaten the Bengals. A big part of this win for Wando was Jake Houston, whose 37-yarder would end up being the make for Wando and the break for Lucy Beckham.
I did help out, but it's a team sport. Our offense drove down, our defense played amazing. They drove down, got me in range, and I kicked that field goal.
Despite the loss, Beckham was able to sneak into the playoffs. They play North Myrtle Beach away on Friday.
Wando has also earned a playoff spot. They take on the James Island Trojans away on Friday.
Thanks for watching. That's it for this episode. As always, I'm Ryan Thurber from Lucy Beckham High School.
And I'm Riley Kraft from Wando High School.
Stay tuned for the next episode, where we will provide updates on playoffs for both football and volleyball.